This is the revision schedule that I used in year 12 to get 5 A stars in my A level. Or if it would help you sleep at night, 4 A stars and an A star in my APQ. I feel like this revision schedule is balanced. My life wasn't just school. I went out with my friends, I had a part-time job, and that is reflected in my daily revision schedule. So without further ado, make sure you save this video for later, and please use this video for inspiration, not comparison. You might need to do more revision than this, you might need to do less, but this is what I found worked for me. Okay, so first thing, every day without fail, I would wake up at 7 o'clock and this was my morning routine. I would always eat breakfast first thing. I was never hungry, but I knew that I needed fuel before school. Always some sort of slow release carbohydrate as well, whether it be cereal or egg on toast, or my personal favourite, yogurt bowl with cereal, of course. I get dressed and I get ready and I go to sixth form bar at 7:45. Why so early, you ask? Because before my lessons started at 8:45, I would do independent study. What independent study would I do? So I would finish any textbook questions that I had been doing in class. Particularly in maths, I would make sure that I finished the exercise, even if I didn't have to, and try the most challenging questions. I would make revision resources and flashcards, and particularly work on those areas that I wasn't too comfortable with, and I would just do homework sometimes. Then from 9 until 4:30, that was time for sixth form. I would go to my lessons. I would revise in my free. Even if I just had one lesson that day, I would be at school from 9 till 4:30. Because having that structure was so important to me. If I had gone home, I probably wouldn't have done anything. And don't get it twisted, of course I did go to Mackey's in my free sometimes. Like, I had friends, we would do things in our free sometimes. I didn't spend every single free period revising. Now, what did I do after school? So from 4:30 until 6, I would always just chill. I wouldn't do anything in this time, I would have dinner. But then from 6 to 12, this is where it gets a bit more varied depending on the day. So here is a little flowchart. Some context, during my A-levels, I had a job. I used to do about 2 or 3 closes a week, which is 6 until 12, and then work on a Saturday. I gave this up a few months into year 13 because it was quite simply too much. However, in year 12, that was the reality for me. On a few days of the week, I did do the close and I did do the twilight shift. But the days that I didn't go to work, sometimes I would play sport. I played badminton, I'm a badminton player. Sometimes I would go to the gym. And I would mix this in with a maximum of 2 hours of revision if I had a test coming up, or if there was a topic that I was really struggling with and I needed to go over. Or I would just relax on Sundays. Like, I'm still a human, I need to watch films and actually just relax sometimes. However, one thing that I would say, I always reserved hanging out with my friends in the evening for Friday and Saturday, just purely because I felt like that was my opportunity to properly unwind from the week. If you like this video, follow for daily A-level tips.